Guys, you are listening to Rise and Shine, brought to you by Zane Jordan, A Wonderful World, and Windsor Brokers, 33 years of integrity, experience, and professionalism. And right now, coming up next, we have a special interview with Heba Jbarah, the Teacher Education Professional Diploma Manager at the Queen Rania Teacher Academy. We have so many questions for her. Recently, they received an extremely important accreditation. So if you also have any questions on the topic and would like to find out more, you can text in your questions on our number 079 1043 104, and we'll be back with the interview after this song. Once again, guys, with me in the studio is Ms. Heba Jbarah, the Teacher Education Professional Diploma Manager at the Queen Rania Teacher Academy. That is a mouthful of a position. Good morning, Ms. Heba. How are you?
Good morning, Khaled. Good morning, dear listeners.
It's a pleasure to have you with us in the studio, and thank you. I hear we're neighbors, so it wasn't that much of a trek.
No, it was just within walking distance.
Amazing. All right. So for those who don't know about the Queen Rania Teacher Academy, can you explain a bit to our listeners about the organization?
Yeah, sure. So Queen Rania Teacher Academy was established in 2009. It's a non-profit organization that is committed to the vision of Her Majesty Queen Rania العبدالله, which is to empower educators and teachers with the necessary skills to become more creative and lead and nurture future generations. QRTA offers a lot of professional development learning opportunities for educators, and so far our outreach has got to more than 90,000 professional learning opportunities in Jordan and the region. 90,000?
Because that was actually one of my questions, like how many teachers have graduated from your various programs? So 90,000.
Yeah, that's the professional learning opportunities that we offer educators through our programs. That's our outreach now.
Oh, okay. And so some teachers may have also taken multiple programs through your organization.
Yes.
Okay. Well, speaking of these programs, what are the various programs? Because I did notice a section on your website where you guys have different programs on offer for teachers.
Yes, we have a lot of programs, but just to name a few, the key ones, I would start with the 9-month diploma programs that we offer for teachers and leaders in schools. So we have the Teacher Education Professional Diploma, or TEPD, which is a 9-month diploma for teachers. It aims at developing the knowledge, skills, and competencies of teachers. And a key component there is the practicum, or the school placement, because we aim at linking theory to practice in that program. It was launched in 2016 in collaboration with IOE, or Institute of Education, University College London, which is #1 in similar programs worldwide for several years.
Nice. Good to have it here in Jordan.
Yeah. And then there's the Advanced Instructional Leadership Professional Diploma, which was also launched in 2016 in collaboration with the University of Connecticut, and it focuses on changing the school culture through the leaders in developing their own leadership skills and practices as well. We have a lot of professional development programs that target in-service teachers, such as the network programs or the subject-specific programs for Arabic, for science, for social studies, for example.
Yeah.
Then we have a new program that was developed in collaboration with the British Council that aims for or targets English language teachers. It targets key areas such as planning, assessment, and language skills. There's also Arabic language program that also talks about focuses on different Arabic language skills.
That is fascinating. I do have one question though. You did mention different sort of educational subjects that they have. So is there a difference between, you know, a math teacher, science teacher with regards to some of your programs, other than the specialty one, or do you focus on giving the teachers the tools to teach and not necessarily not the subject itself? Like, how does that work?
It depends on the program. Some of them would be general, or we can target general pedagogical concepts such as classroom management, behavior management, building positive relationships with students. But then there are certain programs that would be more subject specific.
Okay.
So the audience would tackle skills and strategies and pedagogical tools specifically for that subject.
That is absolutely awesome. Well, Ms. Heba, we still have a ton of questions to ask you. Don't go anywhere. And guys, if you have your own questions, do text them in over on our WhatsApp number. Once again, it's 079-1043-104. For right now, here's Lovely the Band with Loneliness for Love on Bliss. The interview will continue, so don't go anywhere. Again, guys, we are continuing our interview with Ms. Heba Abu Jbarah, the teacher, education, professional, diploma manager at the Queen Rania Teacher Academy. Once again, a good morning to you, and thank you for joining us this morning. So, quick question. We've talked a bit about your programs and how 90,000, I believe, people have used your programs. My question is, what has been the impact of these programs on teachers, students, and education in general in Jordan?
Yeah. So because we aim to make decisions based on evidence, we always go for impact studies about our programs to see how things are going on, how can we develop it, sustain it, and refine it. And since today we're talking more about the CAEP accreditation and the teacher education professional diploma program, so I'm going to mention just one example of an impact study that we've done there.
Sure.
What we wanted to see is the impact of the teacher professional diploma on our graduates or in school practice. We contacted some of our graduates and then had interviews, focus groups, and surveys to the principals of the schools, to the students of those graduates, and the graduates themselves, just to see the impact of using student-centered strategies in the classroom. How does it affect the learning process and building positive relationships with the students?
I like that you guys don't just look at the grades of the class, and you involve all stakeholders in the study.
That's a key message to the diploma program, which is learning is what matters, not grades. And grades do not necessarily indicate the learning that is taking place.
Yeah, some people just have a bad day on exams. Some people don't do well in testing.
And some people have different interests and can show you their strengths in a different way.
Yeah,
so I
absolutely.
can draw, you can read, someone else can compose a song. It's different learning needs of students. So the result of the impact study was amazing. More than around 95 principals said that they are very satisfied of having a TEPD graduate in their schools. They said that the diploma program prepared those graduates very well to deal with the teacher responsibilities and being a teacher. Actually 100% of the students said that they feel safe, respected, and that the different assessment strategies used by the graduates help them learn better. We have 100% of the graduates felt that the diploma program prepared them well for the teaching profession and that they would recommend it for future or friends and other educators.
Oh wow, that definitely sounds like a resounding success to me. But I do want to sort of take a step back and ask you a question about COVID-19. As you know, it's impacted many industries across the world, not just here in Jordan. But I feel like teachers were particularly affected by COVID-19. I have a couple of friends who are teachers, and they tell me, hey, we're working double the amount of work that we used to do before by working remotely. A lot of people think, hey, we're taking it easy, we're working from home, but it's actually more work for us. So I want to ask you guys, how were your programs affected by the COVID-19, and what procedures and precautions did you have to take to continue with these programs?
So definitely COVID-19 experience has been a life turning point, I think, and it disrupted a lot of what we call ordinary lifestyle, and one of them is the education field. But I think at QRTA, what we believe is it speeded up also. It was of benefit. It did speed up change and innovation in education.
So silver lining. Nice. I like it.
So one thing we believe in is the importance of integration of technology in education. And I think COVID-19 experience and remote learning gave us that opportunity of developing a lot of our own online programs that provided educators with the necessary tools and strategies to deal with remote learning. Another thing what we've developed is a lot of opportunities for the public good. So we had various Facebook Live sessions and what we call QRTA Talk, stemmed from TED Talk, which discussions and webinars with different educators.
And these are open
for everyone, of course, available for everyone, to the public. Recently, we've created MOOCs, which are massive open online courses that are available for educators. They can take the course. If they're interested, the available topics right now are behavior management, differentiation, and innovation. So we are focusing on remote learning, online, and building the strategies of teachers and leaders.
Do you think that these will continue also moving forward? I mean, as you mentioned, there was a lot of innovation and things like that. So are you going to continue these methods and these channels after post-COVID? Inshallah, there will be a post-COVID. Inshallah.
Yeah, definitely. Pre-COVID life is different than post-COVID life in the field of education. So if this did not make us reflect on our practices as teachers and educators, then I think what more can happen for us to make that change of focusing on the learner and providing learning wherever it takes place. And this is what informs our programs. So yes, we are going to go on with this.
Love it. Awesome. All right. Well, we still have a bunch of questions. We're going to have to take a short break, but we'll be back once again. And guys, if you have your own questions, again, our WhatsApp numbers are open for your questions.
What does it take to trade the global?
Someday will be all that we need.
One Republic with Someday, and we are continuing our interview with Ms. Heba Abu Jbarah, teacher, education professional, diploma manager at the Queen Rania Teacher Academy. Does your title fit on your business card?
No, so we go for TEPD, and that's the abbreviation of Teacher Education Professional Diploma. And my name is long, so that makes it a challenge as well.
Yeah, your name is fine. It's your title that's a bit longer than usual. So you recently have received international academic accreditation for your TEPD, or Teacher Education Professional Diploma, from the Council for the Accreditation of Educator Preparation, CAEP. I want to get all the names right. And that is the largest accreditation council of its kind in the United States. So my first question is, what does it take to receive such an accreditation? Because it seems like a big deal.
It is. So, as you said, it's an accreditation of educator teacher preparation programs, and to aim for that accreditation, you have to bring a lot of evidence for the 5 standards that they have, with documents, self-study reports, to show that you've met those standards. So what are those 5 standards?
Yeah.
Standard 1 has to do with the content and pedagogical knowledge. Standard 2 has to do with the practice or school practicum for the teachers, the teacher preparation program. Standard 3 has to do with the candidate quality and the rigor for choosing those candidates into the program.
They actually judge you on candidates you accept in the program as well. Okay.
Yes. So what's the process? How do you register them? What dispositions or competencies do you care for in order for them to join that program? Standard 4 has to do with the program impact.
which we talked about previously.
The impact study was also part of that.
And I like how you guys involve all stakeholders in your analysis of the success rate of programs. I think that's a brilliant idea.
We believe that the feedback of the beneficiaries is what's going to inform us and lead to sustainability of the program. At the end of the day, we aim for the needs of the educators.
Yeah.
That's the main reason for having the program. And Standard 5 has to do with quality assurance of the program and the continuous improvement of the program, because definitely there's a review process that goes through where do you maintain the rigor and quality of the program. So the accreditation process took us 2 years.
Yeah, I was about to ask. I mean, 5 stages sounds like a lot for anything. How long would it take? 2 years working on this.
We went through 2 years, started with a strategic plan, went to an action plan, and then the steps of preparing those documents, preparing the self-study reports for each standard, and then there's a site visit by the accreditors a committee, and then that leads to and the interviews there in the site visit. They interview different stakeholders of the program, so they get the input of everyone and feedback from everyone.
And just to be clear, the 2 years is just you applying for this accreditation. Yeah, the program, the TEPD, has actually been running longer than that, much longer than that, right? How long have you guys been running that program?
Since 2016, so this is the 6th year for the program.
6th year,
yes.
All right, and 2 years applying. Okay, wow. How does it feel to have finally made it?
Definitely, it's an achievement and a reason for celebration at QRTA.
I'd like to say Mabruk.
Thank you. What makes us more proud is that what we had is a report that confirms the rigor and quality of the program with no areas for revision or development, and that's a rare occasion for the CAEP Council.
Oh, wow.
And they gave us the accreditation for 7 years, which is not usual.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So having that and getting that accreditation, what does it mean for the Queen Rania Teacher Academy? How does that change things for you?
Yeah. So I guess it does give us more of a responsibility as well as a cause for celebration. We have become the first educational organization in Jordan to fully get this accreditation, and the third in the region after United Arab Emirates University and Zayed University. So we're the second in the region after UAE.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a learning experience for us and a cause of reflection. It does confirm for us the rigor and the quality of our programs, and also it strengthens our standing as an organization, both locally and globally, of the quality of programs that we need to offer educators in the future.
That is great. And you know what? I'm still also trying to wrap my mind around the fact that your students are actually teachers.
Yes.
And like you have this whole thing. But okay, still questions. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us. This has been highly informative. But yeah, I do have a couple more questions if you don't mind waiting around. But for right now, here's Justin Bieber with Mistletoe. Welcome to our final link with Ms. Heba Abu Jbarah, the Teacher Education Professional Diploma Manager at the Queen Rania Teacher Academy. This has been highly informative and very interesting. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
But I do still have a few more questions. So Her Majesty Queen Rania Al-Abdullah visited you guys to congratulate you on the accreditation. But I want to ask, how has Her Majesty's support helped you fulfill your mission over the years?
Yesterday's visit was an incredible honor for us. So the vision of Her Majesty Queen Rania Al-Abdullah is of supporting and empowering educators with the skills to become more creative and to lead and nurture future generations. And informed by this vision, QRTA offers a lot of innovative and evidence-based professional development programs. We are informed by the latest research in the field when creating these programs, and Her Majesty has always cares about the assessment and impact of our programs and supports us with that. And this achievement of getting CAEP accreditation is one of many underscoring Her Majesty's vision for education, and it marks yet another addition, of course, to QRTA's long-standing track record.
Yeah, I mean, I've based on this interview, you guys, I think, are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
So, another question that we haven't asked yet is, all right, so you're doing a lot of great work with teachers. If I am a teacher, I mean, how is it open to the public? You mentioned that, you know, there are certain standards for acceptance in certain programs. If I'm a teacher, how does it work? How can I join? What are the requirements? Is it open year round? Can you give more details about that?
So it depends on the programs. We offer a lot of programs, but and they are personalized and based on the needs of educators and schools sometimes. So I really encourage our listeners just to visit our website and check the different programs offered and the calendars, because they do differ based on the program. And what I would like to highlight is on our website there's an interest button that would show them the list of programs offered, and they just can choose those that are of interest to them, and then we contact them and move forward with that.
That's cool. All right. Well, once again, for everyone out there, the website is qrta.edu.jo. We'll also be posting it on our social media for easy access for everyone out there. If you're driving, don't worry about having to write it down just yet. And Ms. Heba, my final question for you this morning is, what future plans do you have? I mean, it seems like you've been working on this accreditation for a long time. Where do you go from here? What are you guys going to be doing?
We keep, of course, reviewing our programs and trying to refine them all the time. So what we usually do is we take the feedback of different beneficiaries, we refer to the latest research, check out trends in the field of education and programs that are available, whether locally in the region or globally. And then we have, this would inform our plans for the future. So for the coming near future, what we're thinking of is definitely online programs that focus on psychosocial support, well-being of students.
Yeah, I think mental health is extremely important, and
Definitely.
I think, you know, COVID-19 really did a number on a lot of people's mental health, so absolutely support that.
We're thinking of focusing on early childhood, because that's also an important phase that needs more focus now in programs. And innovation, artificial intelligence and innovation, technology, education, building ICT skills. Those are the skills that our students need to face the future, and our teachers as well.
And your students being teachers. Again, I need
Student
to keep...
teachers.
All right, well, Ms. Heba Abu Jbarah, thank you so much for being with us this morning to talk about the Queen Rania Teacher Academy and the accreditation that you guys received. Once again, alf mabruk, well deserved. We are all extremely proud of you. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Have yourself a great day.
You too, thanks.
You